Welcome back, YouTubers. I am Jason Worsma. This is the best damn fantasy football channel on YouTube. This is Tanker's Fantasy Football, and today I'm going to break down some waiver wire ads headed into Week 9. Before we get into that, you guys just go ahead, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because we here at Tanker's Fantasy Football, we answer the questions out there. You give us any of your stardom, sit-em questions, any of your trade questions, and we get after it, and we get back to you in an orderly fashion. So before we get into the waiver wires, I got to kick that intro.
The milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart.
All right, we're going to lead it off with the waiver wire ad of the week. I do believe in Kiki Kute. People have been dropping him. I think I even dropped him in a league. He went out there, got a sexy couple weeks. Then he had a couple down weeks. Then he got banged up and looked like Will Fuller was back in the action. Maybe they cut him on that Wednesday, and then Will Fuller went out there on that Thursday and tore his ACL. So if Kiki QT has his own little bit of a hamstring problem. So if he can kick that, if he can get back out there, he should be definitely second in targets on this team behind DeAndre Hopkins. So if he is available on your wire, I think he is definitely worth a first waiver priority out there to get in on some of him. And then you get another guy, David Moore. His targets haven't necessarily been there. He's always around that 5-6 target range. But Russell Wilson seems to be going to him in the red zone. But the ghost of Brandon Marshall, that shit's fucking dead and gone. Doug Baldwin's fading hard. He had that one decent game, but it was just kind of the Tyler Lockett and David Moore show. I think Russell Wilson only had 17 passes in this game, so he's still seeing about a third of the passes out there. You gotta think trending forward. His snap share's got to just keep going up and up. I think in dynasty and deeper keeper leagues, I think he's definitely worth an ad too, because I think he is worth a stash for future times. He can probably get you wide receiver 3, maybe some flex play out there for you going forward this year, but he is definitely worth a hold in deeper leagues moving forward as well. We got some DJ Moore. Torrey Smith, he's out. DJ Moore started, he caught 5 of 6 out there. He got the 90 yards. He got a little bit of rushing too. He got 39 yards rushing on the 2 attempts. That's not something you can necessarily guarantee yourself moving forward, but his usage, his snaps should increase still. He went out there, he got 71% of offensive snaps this week, and I think that could even grow into these weeks coming up. He could even start seeing that 80 to 85% of snaps moving forward. So I think DJ Moore is definitely worth an ad. Has definitely definitely some explosiveness to DJ Moore too as well. Another bum, I'm kind of a hater on the Devontae Parker, this fucking cockhole out there. But Devontae Parker, he got 40 or 50 of his yards and then deflected off the helmet pass. But other than that, he still had a decent game out there. But we start getting Kenny Stills back in the mix. That kind of muddies the water a little bit. They say Kenny Stills' injury isn't really that bad, so that muddies the water with what you're expecting from Devontae Parker. I don't know. I wouldn't go out there and blow a #1 priority. I wouldn't go out there and give 15-20%. I wouldn't do nothing like that. If you're willing to throw 5-6%, I guess I'm down if you want to get a little bit of Devontae Parker in your life. But golden ticket. Somehow, the problem is waivers close after the trade deadline. So if this fucking puke bomb gets traded, then his value could go even higher up depending on where he goes, of course. But definitely worth an ad on that. But we will know that fucking result before the waivers even close here later on Tuesday's situation moving forward. So we are moving on. We're just kind of jumbling this together this time. We're not really going running back, wide receivers, tight end. I just kind of got it all fuck-cocked here together for you guys. We got some Jack Doyle. I mean, Jack Doyle caught 6 of 7 for 70 and the touchdown. So if you count, and I mean, this guy's playing like 90% of snaps. So if you know, the tight end just a barren fucking wasteland. We got zeros out of Njoku last week. I mean, you know, you got 1 reception for 20 yards out of Jimmy Graham because he got cocked on that fucking, you know, sitting on his ass like 2 inches away from the fucking goal line. If you felt that bone, if you're an Aaron Rodgers owner, you felt that bone. I was on the Jimmy Graham train as well, so I was there fucking getting hosed over with you, so don't feel bad. Don't feel too bad about that out there. I mean, the tight end is just a supreme wasteland. It is just so fucking bad. You know, we got streamer deluxe guy like CJ Uzama. He went out there, shit the fucking bed for you, got you another big zero. I mean, what the fuck is going on, tight ends? But I think a guy like Jack Doyle might be in his pass-heavy offense as the Colts is charted to be moving forward. You gotta think a guy like Jack Doyle. Oh, yeah, little Diddy's fucking running wild, shaking fucking cameras and shit. Fucking Diddy's out of control. Like Jack Doyle, I mean, you gotta think minimum back in tight end 1 finish moving forward with, you know, with middle of the road tight end 1 upside with just how pass heavy this offense is gonna be and how much his ass is on the field when healthy. We got Josh Adams, Philadelphia running back, went out there and got a sexy, got like 7 carries for like 6 yards or something. Did have the fumble, but the call was reversed. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on in Philadelphia. Corey Clement was supposed to be, and everybody thinks he was going to be the guy when J.J. went down. That apparently is not the fucking case. Wendell Smallwood is not really anything special. I mean, this Josh Adams guy, I don't know. He's like practice squad getting called up. But if they're going to continue to give him the looks, I don't think he's going to necessarily be catching any passes. And I think, I mean, my fucking goodness, if Darren Sproles could ever get his, and we're going to throw Darren Sproles on the waiver wires as well. Darren Sproles could ever get his shit together and get on the football field. I mean, Darren Sproles, I think, could be a solid flex play. I mean, because who the fuck, I mean, this is just a mess. Nobody's going on by. Nobody's really thinking about it. You probably go out there and get him for like $2, $3, $4. Chris Conley, if Hill is out for the Chiefs, Chris Conley could show you some flex value. You know, if you're in desperation for these bye weeks, maybe some injuries, Chris Conley could definitely show you some flex value moving forward in this next week or two. I mean, if they maybe Tyreek Hill's groin injury, maybe a little fucky, they might even want to hold him out after the week 12 bye. So that would be the ultimate bone ride, because they're going to be without him for 4 weeks in a row. So Chris Conley, you know, throw a few bucks on him. Nobody's going to go out there heavy spending, heavy raining the dollars on Chris Conley. Go out there, get him on the cheap. Maybe we even wait for waivers to fucking clear and go out there and get you some Chris Conley for cheap. Then we got some Valdez-Scantling. I mean, he appears to be above the pecking order of Geronimo Allison anymore. You look at, he's got 21 targets in the last 3 games. I think Valdez-Scantling might be even almost second in the pecking order behind, of course, Devontae Adams. So this guy, if he's still on your waiver wire, I would also be looking to get down on that. Cortland Sutton, you know, of course, Emmanuel Sanders and Marius Thomas get traded today sometime. I mean, you know, I recorded this Monday night. So, you know, if Sutton goes out there, I mean, if Marius Thomas, you wake up, or sometime in this afternoon, Marius Thomas or Marius Sanders get traded, Cortland Sutton, all in, throw shit tons of fab, fucking spend your number 1 priority on the likes of Cortland Sutton if either of those guys get traded out of Denver. All right, Seth Roberts, our last guy we got on the list here. You looked at it. You thought Martavis Bryant was going to do shit after Amari Cooper got traded. You thought maybe Jordy Nelson was time fucking for the Jordy show. I mean, you know, Jared Cook was a guy that actually benefited out there, but then the only other guy that really looked to even get it sexy, even think about even having fantasy value moving forward was Jordy Nelson. Martavis Bryant didn't even get like a fucking reception or target in the fucking game. Jordy Nelson got like 1 fucking or 2 fucking PPR points for you. And Seth Roberts, Maurice Jones-Drew, on the NFL Network before the game was like, I think Seth Roberts is the guy to watch in this scenario. He fucking hit the nail on the fucking head out there. Seth Roberts, I do believe. I mean, this is barren wasteland, Oakland Raiders, but you know they're just going to have to huck it, chuck it football 40 times a game. So I think Seth Roberts could have flex play value moving forward. So if he is still there, get about him. If you like the cut of my jib, give me a subscribe, give me a share, hit all those comments, all your questions, your trade questions, your fucking who do I start questions, your waiver wire questions, of course. Put them all down in the comment section. I will get back at you, people. All right, thanks for watching. You know, baby, we like to just keep it sexy here on Tank. See you later. Cheeseburger.